it didn't look like it was working because I'd already done the work inside. You see, I want you to do your work so that when you have a moment of enjoyment, you don't just flitter it away. You actually hang in that space. You actually practice to stay in enjoyment, in joy. If you stay in joy, moment by moment by moment, that's the remedy for anticipation. Remember, we're not anticipants, we are participants. We are not anticipants, we are participants. In other words, when you're practicing and you're hanging in the joy, you're participating in the truth of your being. Joy is the evidence of God. And yes, vicissitudes come up. Yes, challenges come up. Yes, there's stuff we have to deal with. But you have to deal with it from another frequency, another vibration. You cannot go into the frequency of the problem and expect to solve the problem. You have to go into another frequency that issue dissolves into the higher frequency. It's one in the inner sanctum of your soul. You see. Scarcity and lack and debt. The remedy for that is effluence and forgiveness. I'm giving you remedies here. I'm laughing at myself. You better get a string because I'm giving you pearls, okay? That's what I was laughing at. It just went in my mind, so I decided to share what happens in my mind. To get a string, I'm giving you pearls here. So the remedy for scarcity and lack is effluence and forgiveness. Effluence precedes affluence. Effluence is giving. Effluence is radiating. Effluence is sharing. You see, effluence and forgiveness is the remedy for debt and lack in one's life. Debt says debt comes from the thought that somebody owes me something, and therefore that's an unforgiveness frequency and vibration. So when you forgive and give, that's the remedy for lack and limitation. And some people are saying, I don't have anything to give. Yes, you do. You have a prayer. You have time. You have something to give. If you begin to ask the universe, how can I give? The universe will put something in your hand to give. And then if you do your work in forgiveness, the universe doesn't owe me anything. The world doesn't owe me anything. No one owes me anything. I already have it all. Then debt dries up because you're not dealing with the condensation of a thought form of not having. Oh, I'm speaking fast here, but it's just coming that way. Okay? And so effluence and forgiveness is the remedy for debt. Service to others is the remedy for depression. That when one is depressed, that is the energy turning in and becoming stagnant and then becoming an emotion, the remedy is service to someone else. That the moment you start to give service, depression becomes expression, and you become more and more free until there's a circulation of energy that takes you out of depression. And this happens without treating on the surface symptoms of depression. You begin to activate energy within you so that you become free. There are spiritual remedies because every issue that we face is mental or physical or emotional or psychological, but all healing is spiritual. 100%. All healing is spiritual. 100%. And so when you understand the remedies that I have just given you, gratefulness. I'm so grateful to be alive, awake, aware. I'm enjoying this moment, and I'm not looking for the anticipation for the next moment. I'm just being in this timeless dimension of ultimate reality. I'm enjoying life to the best of my ability. I'm taking a breath. I am moving into a state of forgiveness and effluence. How can I give? I'm moving into a state of service, circulating energy that dissolves depression. I'm moving into a state of forgiveness that dissolves debt. I'm moving to a state of enjoyment that dissolves anxious anticipation. I'm moving to a state of gratitude that alleviates blindness, the paradigm blindness that people are living under and in, causing people to defend their paradigm. This is why I teach the practitioners and ministers often that you never cast pearls before swine, as it states in the scripture. That means you don't try to give truths to unreceptive minds because they will attack you for it. You only give truth to those who are interested, who are asking, or who show up. Don't ever try to convince anyone that doesn't have a receptive mind about truth. What do? You let your light so shine before men and women and they and them that when they see you, they see the glow. They see the power, they see the presence, they see the smile. They see, why aren't you working hard? I don't work. I pray. Then the work does through me. I'm not moved until I'm moved. I don't speak until I'm spoken through. What are you talking about? I'm enjoying my life. You see, you let your light so shine before men and women and they and them